From what would you say is the biggest challenge in living a somewhat healthy lifestyle in our modern society? Why is it so? Why is not everyone doing it? It's simple on paper, eat well, sleep well, exercise. It's very simple, but it's not easy. Why do you think that is?
Well, if you think about it, now you have to go to an office from 9 to 5, and you are in an enclosure. Women are looking for careers, success. We also want to bring something to the house. I think, I think everything and all the little things add up.
Do you think that it's inconvenient, or how much effort is it on a daily basis? If you go to a restaurant, and you want to eat out, if you take the kids to a birthday party and they serve food that you don't agree with,
Well, you want to go to the easy route. That would be like, let's just eat whatever. Many people don't think about, what are you putting in your body? It's just following, like, you don't want to be the odd one out.
Right.
Like, you want to just be like everybody else. You don't want to be different.
Right.
And also, being comfortable. Why doing something uncomfortable? Why, cooking a whole meal when I can just order out?
Right.
Have it delivered in the,
Right.
It's just the convenience. I think that's the biggest change, I think, in society. It's just comfortable.
Yeah, I think it's most people are not comfortable being uncomfortable, and they don't want to be. I don't say they don't want to be challenged, because if you look at some professionals that work 80 hours a week, they certainly, that's not easy, But in many other cases, or in many other areas of life, people just don't want to feel the discomfort. They just want to do what everyone else is doing without thinking of whether or not.
It's so much easier to pack a lunch for school for the kids with all those Lunchables.
Right.
Just go to, Walmart or anywhere, just grab the little packages, put them in the lunchbox, and you're done.
Mm-hmm.
When I did the lunch boxes for our kids, I had to use the leftovers from dinner, or cook a whole new meal, to be able, and then thinking about how I'm going to keep it cool.
Right.
Like, it's not as
warm.
easy. Or warm.
Yeah.
It's not as easy. And people have a hard time doing the extra work, because I think that's what it is.
Right.
The extra work. And now people are really busy with so many other things. If you think about it, nobody lives in a more slow
paced environment.
Yeah. Simple. Doesn't have to be so complicated.
So between diet, sleep, like going to bed early, what we do, exercise, removing xenoestrogens from personal care products, from food storage containers.
Yeah.
What else do we do? Generally, reducing EMFs. From all of the things that we have done and that we are doing, what is the most challenging for you think?
Oh gosh. That's a really tough one. I think it was, okay, I'm going to start with the fun part. Changing all the containers from plastic to, I had to go to Amazon and, check, what's out there in glass, new makeup, all those things are kind of like fun.
But also expensive.
They're very expensive. So I didn't do everything in one shot. We didn't do it.
No.
But I think food for me is the hardest change. What else? What do you think?
That's a good question. Incredibly difficult. I think maybe for me the convenience of knowing if I go out and if we eat out, it's always gonna be way below what we would normally do at home. That realization that we can't really go out and enjoy a meal that meets our standards, knowing that is like meh,
Yes.
Because I wish.
Yeah,
we could
exactly.
just-
That's why I think it's the hardest food.
Yeah.
When you go to a party, then your friends want to do a birthday party, and then you have to go and eat out, and you'll always get criticized or point at, that you are, now you're not going to eat the carbs, or you're not going to do this and that, I loosen up a little bit when I go out with my friends or when I go somewhere. But it's still within that frame, right?
Right.
So I think food for me is the hardest, when I go visit family, or like it adds a stress, in my life, and it shouldn't though.
I think leaving home generally, leaving our protective bubble where we have most everything figured out, like going on a trip. Okay, now we check in an Airbnb. We have to ask, hey, can you remove all the air fresheners? We don't want to have any, fragrances in the air that are, estrogenic. We want to have down pillows instead of synthetic pillows. Are the linens, is that, organic cotton or?
But hotels, they accommodate.
Same. I mean, they a lot of, accommodate. Or going then to a restaurant. Hey, can you use butter instead of a seed oil, to cook? Or, all of those things that you have to kind of arrange. I almost feel like sometimes, it's like us leaving the house is like, when the president travels to another country. You almost have to send, like a team, ahead. And make sure everything is set before you arrive,
By the way.
Yeah.